Okay, I've got 2 minutes to walk you through a prime rib roast dinner. Let's go. 48 hours before showtime, you want to dry brine your prime rib. I'm using a mix of salt and Chinese 5-spice. That was an experiment and it turned out amazing. Rest uncovered in your fridge for 2 days. Now, the night before or really early on the morning on the day of your dinner, assemble the following: equal volume eggs, all-purpose flour, and low-fat milk, with a pinch of white pepper, and let that sit in your fridge with at least 12 hours before showtime. Between 6 and 6.5 hours before your guests arrive, assemble your prime rib crust. In my case, that is fresh rosemary, thyme, and oregano, all chopped fine, a lot of deep fried pepper, and some cracked coriander. Assemble and apply to your prime rib using any kind of binder that you like. I like egg whites, but you can use mayo or mustard. Be sure to get all around the prime rib nice and thick before reattaching the bones with butcher's twine. Doing this is important because the bones protect the roast from the harsh amount of heat that comes from the pan. Low and slow between 150 and 200 degrees, and in the meantime, let's make our au jus. I saved some frozen beef trimmings from roasts and steaks that I had made in the past, and I sauteed them in a pan with some sweet onions and a couple of tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Deglaze with red wine stock, salt to taste, and strain. Into a muffin tin, scoop in some beef tallow, and while I was doing this, I got an alert saying my roast was ready. Take out of the oven and let rest for 30 minutes at least, but you can go up to 2 hours if you need it. 45 minutes before showtime, throw in your potatoes at high heat as well as the tin of beef tallow. Once your tallow is hot, pour in your Yorkshire pudding mixture, and in about 35 minutes, they might look like this. 10 minutes to showtime, blast your roast at high heat, and while that is happening, plate everything else. Enjoy the 3 minutes of downtime as you check the roast for a nice and sizzling crust, and once that has been achieved, cut it open. It does not need to rest at this point. She got her break earlier on. And there you have it: prime rib, Yorkshire pudding, a pie that I made the day before, and a baked potato bar, which I cannot recommend enough, and also a couple of Yorkshire puddings for the babies. You see how easy that was? All right, now it's your turn.